another video. We're doing some upgrades to the monster stock tank pond. We are going to, as you can see, it's drained completely. A little bit of water at the bottom. We got shot back, we'll suck it out. But we're going to completely clean this out. I got epoxy. We're going to epoxy the whole inside. I don't know if I'm going to put the substrate back in. I kind of like the substrate because it holds that beneficial bacteria. But this epoxy is going to be a nice crisp blue. Should make the fish pop a lot better, be easier to see. But yeah, we're just going to get right into it. Alright, so it's pretty much just going to be me. You can kind of see what I got going on here. It's pretty much just going to be me. I grabbed most of them river rock type deals, and then we're probably going to suck some more water out, and then I'm going to shovel all that gravel and sand, throw it in there so we can reuse it. I can't really get the best angles, but we're going to do the best we can here. Got her pretty much cleaned up. Dylan's coming over to help, so we can bring that out there, hose us out, get it all nice and wiped down real good, cleaned off, and then once it's all dried off, we're going to be good to go with epoxy. Look at these guys are coming out to play a little bit. But yeah, this is what it looks like. She's a little dirty. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get her hosed off outside. Then we'll bring her back in and show you how she looks. All right, we're getting her scrubbed out with some Dawn dish soap. Let her dry out. Should be ready for epoxy. See me and Dill epoxying this. Obviously we didn't have enough. So we epoxied this. I sanded it down already. You want to sand it down to about 120, 180 grit. Sand it down what you have previously, and then we'll be able to go over top of it. You guys can see these marks right here. That's from the epoxy, from the filter that we had. Let's just say epoxy, that's the silicone, sorry. Epoxy does not stick to silicone very well. I tried to sand it up a little bit. I don't know how it's gonna look. We'll try and cover it up. If it doesn't cover up, it doesn't cover up, oh well. This isn't necessarily for leaking, it's more for being able to see the fish a little bit better, and with the tank being a little lighter, the fish actually might color up a little bit better too. So yeah, I have another quart or so of the epoxy. We'll get that mixed up in this bowl. This bowl here is what I used last time. We're gonna thin it out with some 91% isopropyl alcohol. because it'll give you a lot more time to spread it out, as well as I got a roller this time. We gotta try to use brushes. It wasn't very efficient at all. So this, I'll be able to just dip it right in there, spread it on the sides a lot quicker. I do have another brush just in case, just a cheap brush, because let's just say they are pretty well rock hard and stay rude. So yeah, we're going to get this mixed up. We'll get it epoxied. And the nice part is about this non-toxic epoxy, it doesn't smell like, I thought it would be like potent, the smell, but it's not that bad. So yeah, you start with your hardener. Start with your hardener. You're going to start with your hardener. Get as much of the hardener. It'll probably buff out. Start with your hardener. Put that in there. Get all that out of there. It comes with instructions, but we don't need them. Try and get all this hardener out first. Help it out a little bit here. Straight the side, straight the bottom. It's pretty tacky. And I'm sure in the instructions it tells you how much alcohol to put in there. You don't have to use isopropyl alcohol, but you can use, it's like 180% Everclear or 180% vodka. I didn't really feel like buying that, so, and see, there's still some in there. That'll probably be alright. I don't know if it says on the instructions how much you need. I'm just gonna full send. It's probably just a little bit longer drying period. Yeah, let's see how that looks. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's gonna be way better. Once this gets mixed in. All right, we got a leaf in there, that's great. It broke off, just dab it on the palette. Yeah, once this gets mixed in, it's gonna be way easier to spread. Let's just say me and Dill were having a problem last time. So yeah, we'll get this mixed up. We'll get the actual epoxy mixed in. Pretty much what we're working with right now. We've got all the sides. We're not too worried about the bottom because we're going to have rocks and gravel at the bottom. But that's pretty much what we were able to get done. We probably could have used another quart, but that shit's like 65 bucks a case. So that was one case. I already used another case. We're like 120, 150-ish dollars on this. But yeah, It's not too bad for right now. We're gonna let it dry for probably a couple days. We'll make sure it's nice and tacky, nice and dry. Not nice and tacky, we don't want tacky. Nice and smooth. And yeah, I mean, we'll start filling her back up. We'll throw all the substrate back in. We got it in a tote right here. The garage is quite a mess right now because we got that wall built. Now that we're trying to do this. But yeah, we'll see you back in a couple days. All right, everything is nice and solid. It is about 24 hours after. Now the instructions, it says all I have to wait is 24 hours. So we're gonna wait 25 hours, which is right now. So yeah, I'll show you how I mean, there's a couple drips, but that's fine. It'll be all right. It kind of didn't stick where the epoxy, or not the epoxy, the whatchamacallit, silicone where that filter was. We didn't have enough to do the bottom, but the bottom we did around all the edges. So I'm not too worried about any leaks. We did around that drain as well, real good, because that drain was leaking a little bit. But the bottom's going to have all that substrate in it for beneficial bacteria to colonize. So the bottom doesn't really matter. I just started doing the bottom because we had extra. So we're going to go get the hose and we're going to start getting this filled up. A whole bunch of water and spill it all out. That'd be one hell of a mess. But yeah, now the plan. So the new filter system for this is actually that behemoth right there. So the plan is to somehow get that empty, because it's probably like this full. It's probably like this full of lava rock. The pump's clear at the bottom, but what I want to do is have the pump in there in a crate, and then we'll put filter floss in the crate. So we got to get the pump out, we got to get the lava rock out, we got to get this, it's filled up to here about right now. So we got to get that drain down to hopefully about there. Somehow get it off of here. It should be pretty interesting. You guys can sit back and watch me struggle. Alright, so it is the next day. Yes, I'm wearing the same pants because I don't care. But so what we've done, we re-siliconed the uni seal on this filter. That's what you want to call it. I forgot the little, we had to plug that little hole. I had the fitting, I filled it up with silicone. We gotta plug this hole. That is, guess I can just turn it up. That hole right there at the bottom. Right there at the bottom. We gotta plug that hole because we're not gonna actually use that anymore. We are going to, and I cut the hole on the top of here. I already had this pond basket, the pond outside. But yeah, this is what it's going to look like. So what's going to happen, put you guys down so you stop moving all over hill. So what's going to happen is the pump's going to be in there. We're going to contain the pump so no fish gets sucked up in there. We'll probably just use I don't know, we might just make like a little barricade around it with some bricks. We got plenty of bricks. But yeah, it's gonna come, it's gonna flow into here. We're going to have filter floss in here. We're gonna have some filter floss in here. So then it'll polish the water, it'll fill this up, and then it will drain out here. Our lava rock that we're using for biological media will be at the bottom. And I'm trying to think how, I don't think there's any way how I can, actually, we'll put I have a long air stone. We'll put an air stone at the very bottom of this. We'll make like a false bottom with some of that light diffuser. I'll bring it over here in a second. But we'll make a false bottom, and I'll put the biggest air stone that I have at the bottom, so that'll actually turn the water up. I'll stick it right in the middle. That'll actually turn the water up extremely well. I don't know if it'll be enough. I could order one, but I don't really want to wait. I have just this simple one. It's probably from PetSmart or something, or I got it. But yeah, I think this right down in the middle should have enough pressure to turn that water up through there. So yeah, good thing I remember that, or else I definitely would have forgotten. But yeah, so we can get this water circulating. It's pretty clear, but it's just got a film on top. I think I'm going to somehow run a skimmer on the top. I don't know how I'm going to do that quite yet. We'll see how dirty it is on the top first before I figure out how I'm going to do that. Like I have an idea. We have to run another pump and then have PVC pipe just like sitting right at the top and just run that water into there. Which, that's what I could run into that hole that I said I was plugging. We could just cut that silicone back out and do that. But if we don't need to do it, we're not gonna. So yeah, we'll just get right to it. Yeah, they're pretty much cubes. But yeah, that should keep a good water flow at the bottom. That should keep the water turning in here, so it's able to go over across to all the lava rocks. So yeah, we're gonna throw the lava rocks in here. We'll try not to break that. We'll see how well that goes. Probably not very. All that nastiness in there. It's kind of hard, but it should all settle to the bottom, black clear up. We are running. We're going to come up with a better system for this, because realistically only part of your filter floss is going to be getting used. But yeah, we'll cut the hose to where it actually fits perfect and whatnot, but it's just a trial test. We're going to end up cleaning up all that shit. A lot of shit that needs to get out of my way. But yeah, we're just going to see how this goes. It's just filling up right now. But yeah, the top's a little dirty. We might have to fill this up a little bit more too. We'll see if my silicone's dry too. Seems pretty good. I mean, we'll find out when she's fully filled up. It's only a 35-gallon trash can, so we'll see how much it actually takes. If anything, we'll just go get the hose and we'll fill this back up. Yeah, we're just gonna let her fill up. Once she starts flowing, I might put another elbow on this. I have one. We have this. It's from the 125 behind you guys. I might steal this elbow. If it's coming out of here too fast, we'll just cap this and it'll just go straight down. But I kind of want the flow like that. If anything, I can turn it and then put this in it. But we'll see what it looks like here. Here she comes. Hopefully this outlet's enough to keep up with this pump. It was enough over there. Same setup over there, it's enough, but kind of just make sure we're not going to create a mess. Looks all right so far. Any leaks? No leaks yet. Yeah, I think this is it. We're gonna put another. You might do better flow-wise. We'll just see. We'll kind of see what happens. I kind of like that it's aerating too. If I turn it down, it's going to be in the water and it's going to be like this. We should have enough current. Not really stirring it up clear down there. This hose is kind of blocking it too. See, we need it. That's not bad. That actually looks pretty good. It's doing like a twirl, little tornado effect. Yeah, I think this is gonna work pretty damn good. Yeah, alrighty. That's pretty much the pond build. I'll come back once this is a little bit clearer. I'd say we've done pretty well. We just, we might not even really need to top it off. I'll top it off later. But yeah, we need to, we'll let this cycle for a little bit. Hopefully, here in the next couple hours, it'll be crystal clear. I'll probably throw some snails in here too to keep that clean. Hopefully, we gotta get this heater over here too. The heater we can put in here again. Nice. But yeah, I'll get back to you guys when this is a little bit clearer. So yeah, this is the end result of the pond build. I need a little bit better lighting. Yes, I know. But yeah, our filter's doing real good. Put the filter floss in it. This tank is absolutely crystal clear. Everybody's looking good in there. Florida gar's hiding back there. But yeah, now we just need a couple more fish, I'd say. Everybody's looking good. Our aquaponics that we're trying out seems to be doing all right. Our red lettuce. But yeah, that's pretty much the pond build. Everything's looking pretty darn good in there. So yeah, if you guys stayed this long in the video, like and subscribe. turn on them bell notifications, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.